Helen Yee here at Xtreme Couture. Always great to be joined by the one and only, the former Strikeforce middleweight champion, Jake Shields. You've been very busy lately, and Javid, he has a big fight next weekend against Tony Gravely, right?
Yeah, man, it's a busy couple weeks for me because Javid Basharat, he's been training like a year, phenomenal fighter, 12 or 13-0 now. He's fighting Tony Gravely, a really good wrestler. On paper, it should be a tough matchup for him, but Javid, man, he just keeps proving, you know. If he get through this one, I would love to see him fight someone top 15 or top 10. He's just on fire. Been training for like a year, and his progress has been outstanding.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you mentioned, you know, after he gets through Tony Gravely, that you'd like to see a matchup with someone in that top 15. So kind of talk about, you know, what it's been like working with him and what you see in his future.
Yeah, working with him is great. He also offered his brother, Javid Basharat, who's in the Contender Series this week, and they're some of the best guys you could ask for to train. They're always on time. They never miss when they say they're going to be there. You don't got to check up on them. They're Muslims. They don't even go out drinking. These are like the dream students. You know, they never complain if I have them something set, even if it's well, they might complain for a second, but if it's a miserable workout, they'll come and do it, and but it's showing in the training. You know, anyone here that trains with them is like, wow, these guys are getting good. So.
Yeah, and we all look forward to watching his future as well, starting with next weekend. But you're wearing the Represent shirt, obviously, this weekend. Your good friend, Nate Diaz, he's fighting Khamzat Chimaev. Last time you and I spoke, that fight wasn't finalized yet. So what do you make of this matchup this weekend?
Man, it's a super exciting fight. You know, the odds makers are looking past Nate, but I think that's crazy. Nate, you know, is one of the best in the game. He's always a ton of experience. Khamzat is a good fighter. I don't think he's a terrible fighter. The guy's clearly talented, but I think he's going to be surprised. I think he thinks he's going to go in there and throw Nate around. It's going to be a different story. Nate's looking sharp. I've been hanging out with him the last couple of days, him and the whole crew's out here, and I can't wait to go out there and shake up some waves. And, you know, he wins this one, he'll be the biggest fighter probably in UFC history.
Do you think if he beats Khamzat this weekend that it would be a bigger win than when he first beat Conor McGregor?
I think there'll probably be less people watching than when he first beat Conor, but I think it'll be a bigger win in the thing as far as the odds go and the whole him versus Dana White story. I think it'll turn into one of the biggest stories in MMA history if he wins this. Just the way everything's set up with him not re-signing and coming on there, it'll turn into a mega story.
Yeah, and speaking of that story, what's your thoughts on kind of Khamzat saying that the UFC has, quote, sent him to, quote, kill Nate Diaz?
Yeah, you know, I think the UFC and Dana, you know, Dana and UFC, Dana and Nate have had issues for a year. It's no secret, and I think, you know, they're not getting along. So in Dana's mind, they're looking at this guy. They're looking on paper who's the worst possible matchup for Nate. And in their mind, they think this guy is their best fighter, so they're throwing their best fighter. So if Nate goes out there and beats the UFC, the very best fighter, young fighter they have, it's going to be the biggest fuck you to Dana and the UFC.
Well, you've seen Khamzat train here at Xtreme Couture before, so did you ever work with him when he trained here?
No, I never trained with him. I just watched him, you know, train real quick with him. I never like extensively watched him because I would always be training too. But he looked the little bit I saw. The guy's certainly talented. I'm not. No way saying he's not talented or deserve the hype, but I think Nate is too, and it's crazy people looking past him. They forget he barely lost to Leon Edwards, who is now the champ. And that fight he almost knocked him out. So it's just
that fifth round.
Yes, people don't realize Nate's still right there. It's one of the top 3 in the world. People are acting like, oh, you know, he lost to Leon, but yeah, that's Leon.
So how do you predict the fight going down this Saturday?
I hate predicting these fights, so I don't know. I just think Nate's going to pull it out. I do think it's probably going to be tough first couple rounds. I think Khamzat's going to come out there so strong, so aggressive, but I think Nate can weather the storm, get him tired, take him to deep water, and get a TKO or a submission.
And like I mentioned, Nate has fought Conor, and in that fight you were in his corner, so could we see you in his corner this weekend?
I don't think he's picked his corner yet, so it's definitely possible. I just went and got licensed just in case. We'll have license for Javid anyways, so I think he's going to, you know, I don't want to stress Nate out with anything. I think he's going to pick last minute, but if he wants me, I'll certainly go and corner him.
And someone else who hasn't been back yet, but current champion of the heavyweight division, Francis Ngannou, is there any update with him and when we could see his return?
I personally have not talked to him about that, so I can't give any answer, but I know Nate Diaz is doing his production company. Why not have Francis and Nate on the same card?
Yeah, Nate's promotion.
So would that be Francis and Nate? That would be a mega card.
Yeah, I think I saw Francis respond or tweet about it too.
I did see that, and that's what I didn't even think about it until I saw Francis retweet that. And you know that had to be what Francis was thinking, or at least like, UFC's treating me like shit. Maybe Nate will treat me a lot better.
Will you be involved with that in any way?
I'm for sure I will be. I have no official role at this point, but being so close to Nate, I'm for sure I'll somehow be involved with that show. I have no idea in what way, but I know I will be.
And what about Nick Diaz? How's he been?
Man, he's doing really good. He's doing a lot better. You know, he had like I said before, I don't think he had the best training camp. Maybe it wasn't the best time where he should have been fighting, but he's back training again, looking much healthier, and I would love to see him come back and make a comeback. But like the real Nick Diaz, not the Nick Diaz of the last fight, but even Nick Diaz not training still went out there and almost pulled an upset out.
He's very talented, no doubt. And for all your fans, what would you like to let them know?
Keep an eye out for the guys in training. Tons of good guys. American Jiu-Jitsu, the best clothing line. You can get an American Fight, and that's about it.
And your Twitter account, right? It's very popular.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's controversial, so you might want to unfollow when you see it. But Jake Shill's AJJ, it's starting to get kind of big.